Alright, so I'm going to show you how to actually share a file through OneDrive using a link. So this is taking a link based off of a certain file, just one individual file, not a group of files, and sharing it with individuals, let's say via email. So the first thing we're going to do is log into our portal. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my email address that's already been saved for me. And then once I'm redirected, type in my network password to log into the portal. And from there, I'm going to select OneDrive. So here's OneDrive right here. I'm going to go ahead and select OneDrive. Wait for my screen to load up in the new tab that is created for me. And let's say that I am going to share one of my training files. So I'm going to go into my training folder. I'm going to go to Tip of the Week. And then I'm going to select one of my tips of the week. So I'm going to select the sorting by color in Excel file. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually click this box right here in front of the word icon, so like that first column. And then across the top, to make it really easy, you're going to see that now we have this icon. We have a couple of them that appeared up here at the top, but we're going to focus on this one called Get a Link. It's kind of like this little chain link here. We're going to click on that button, and we have a couple different options for getting a link to an individual file. Remember, this does not work on multiple files at once or folders, just individual files. So we have a couple different choices. We have edit link, no sign-in required, and then I'm going to show you the rest of these. So the no sign-in required, we have a view link and edit link. These two are very important if you're working with someone who is not necessarily a part of your organization, because when you use these links, they do not need to create a Microsoft account or use an Office 365 account to sign in. They can just simply click on the link and have access to the file. The only drawback is if you choose the edit link option, you're not going to know who is necessarily working on your file. You might have some kind of clue because you've only sent it to X amount of people, but there's no way to actually track the individual because they're signing in anonymously. So that is the difference between the no sign-in required, and then we have the two options above for view link and edit link. ACOG account required. That means they must be a staff member, a ACOG staff member in order to use these links. They have to have an acog.org email address in order to log in. So if you were to send this to someone outside of our organization, they would get an error message every time they tried to log in. Okay? So that's the ACOG account required. And then this one at the top, restricted link. Only specific people can open this link. That one we're not going to worry about at this time, but that's if you have just maybe a certain group of people only that you want to send a file to, and maybe it's a mixture of inside the organization and outside of the organization. So right now for this example, and I feel like this may be the most common one because we don't want to worry about too many barriers of entry when someone is working on a file, I'm going to choose the view link, no sign-in required. So we just want someone to view the information for this file, but they don't need to sign in, okay? And then we're just going to hit our create button. All right, so now we have a link right here. You can see it's a very long link to this specific file. If we want to take it one step further with customization, we can also set an expiration date for this file. Let's say that this is a project that will be wrapping up in the next 30 days. I can click on the 30-day button right here, and now it says the link will expire on 8/11/2016. So a month from now, this link will expire. And this link actually changed a little bit right here. I know it's too much for you to actually tell, but now we can copy this link, and anyone will be able to view that file for up to 30 days, and then the link will expire. So you don't have to remember to go back and remove the file from the location or anything of that nature. The link will automatically expire by itself. So I copy that link to my clipboard. You hit your copy button right here, or the keyboard shortcut is Control-V, and now I can close. And let's say that I wanted to create an email based off of that. Okay, so if I wanted to do that, I'll go over to my email app up here at the top, and then I'm going to hit new email, Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this email to myself in this example. And the subject will be view link for tip of the week. Okay, I'll keep it nice and simple. And then down here, instead of having a really long link, I'll show you what it looks like if I were just to paste the document link. It's very long. It looks like that. It's not easy on the eyes. So if I wanted it to look a little neater, let me delete all of this. What I'm going to do is create a hyperlink based off of that says, please click here for the file. So there's my sentence. And then I'm going to highlight the words click here. Okay, so now that I highlighted click here, I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut to do this. It's Control K. And now I can just paste the link to my file and hit OK. There we go. And I'll send that off to myself. Okay, so here's the email that I sent back to myself with the hyperlink, and when I click on it, it should open that tip of the week for us. So let's try that out. And there we go, sorting by color in Excel. There you go.